just an inch shorter than Danny Lopez, and as we commented earlier, that will be something different for Lopez, who has been usually the clearly taller man in his previous fights. He was born in 1952 in Fort Duchesne, Utah, of a Mexican father and an Irish Ute Indian mother. He lives now in the San Gabriel Valley in California. His wife Bonnie is here at ringside, and he has 3 boys of his own. Salvador Sanchez turned 21 just a week ago from the small town of Santiago Fianduestrego in Mexico, now lives in Mexico City. And he is ranked #1. Certainly his most impressive fight, Angelo, was against Fel Clemente back last June in San Antonio. The referee is Valdemar Schmidt from San Juan, Puerto Rico. The scoring will be done by 3 judges at ringside: Lou Filippo from Downing, California, Chuck Hassett from Anaheim, California, and Jorge Velasco from Guadalajara, Mexico. Scoring here in Arizona is on the 10-point must system. There is a mandatory 8 count in effect. There is no 3 knockdown rule, and the count will continue after the bell, except in the final 15th round. The fighters will be wearing 8-ounce Reyes gloves. This is a 16-foot ring, and Angelo, will the ring be an advantage for the punching Danny Lopez?
Well, I'd have to say so, because he can come across this ring in a couple of strides, and he looks like he's ready to go. They've both been warming up very hard in the dressing room. This is going to be a dangerous first round.
Danny Lopez will be coming from just an inch shorter than Danny Lopez, and as we commented earlier, that will be something different for Lopez, who has been usually the clearly taller man in his previous fights. He was born in 1952 in Fort Duchesne, Utah, of a Mexican father and an Irish Ute Indian mother. He lives now in the San Gabriel Valley in California. His wife Bonnie is here at ringside, and he has 3 boys of his own. Salvador Sanchez turned 21 just a week ago from the small town of Santiago Fianduestrego in Mexico, now lives in Mexico City. And he is ranked #1. Certainly his most impressive fight, Angelo, was against Fel Clemente back last June in San Antonio. The referee is Valdemar Schmidt from San Juan, Puerto Rico. The scoring will be done by 3 judges at ringside: Lou Filippo from Downing, California, Chuck Hassett from Anaheim, California, and Jorge Velasco from Guadalajara, Mexico. Scoring here in Arizona is on the 10-point must system. There is a mandatory 8 count in effect. There is no 3 knockdown rule, and the count will continue after the bell, except in the final 15th round. The fighters will be wearing 8-ounce Reyes gloves. This is a 16-foot ring, and Angelo, will the ring be an advantage for the punching Danny Lopez?
Well, I'd have to say so, because he can come across this ring in a couple of strides, and he looks like he's ready to go. They've both been warming up very hard in the dressing room. This is going to be a dangerous first round.
Danny Lopez will be coming from the corner on the left. And we're underway with first round action scheduled for 15, the WBC Featherweight Championship. And for Danny Lopez, his 9th title defense since winning it back in November of '76.
The first round's been always a dangerous round for Danny Lopez, believe it or not. But he gets nailed with real tough shots, and this fella is a puncher. It's going to be a dangerous first round for Danny Lopez.
4 times he has been knocked down early in the fight, first or second round, and each time he's gotten up to win. Good right hand and a scoring combination from Sanchez and a left hook land. Sanchez with remarkable poise for a 21-year-old. He really looks like a very mature young man.
That he is, and I don't like the way Danny Lopez just stood there and took the shots. I think he's trying to out-psych the kid, but he's getting hit with really tough shots.
Well, Mike Ayala landed several to Danny Lopez over 15 rounds, and he survived it.
But he wasn't no puncher. This kid is a puncher, but he's got the height and the leverage to hurt Danny Lopez.
5'7" Salvador Sanchez, 5'8" Danny Lopez. 126 pounds. The featherweight limit.
Very dangerous for Red Lopez right now, Tim. I don't like the way he's reacting. He's getting hit with punches, and he's coming in slowly. If this kid goes out for a bear, he's liable to get lucky and win this title right in the first round.
First round action, and Sanchez has certainly been the aggressor and has scored heavily. Lopez showing no signs of damage. under a minute to go in the first round. Good start for the challenger, Sanchez.
Sanchez is fighting so far. A very smart fight, not going crazy, landing his shots, and not gambling where he's going to get hit himself.
Good right. Short, sharp right from Sanchez, scoring to the cheek of Lopez, the champion. Less than 30 seconds to go. Very composed, very contained young man. Good on his feet, as you can see. Close punches and combinations. Final seconds of this first round. All right, this is round 2 from the Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix. Tim Ryan, Angelo Dundee, and Dick Stockton here to bring in this featherweight championship. A good first round for Salvador Sanchez, the challenger.
Last punch of the round, Tim. Danny Lopez really got hurt, lost his equilibrium walking back to the corner. Really got hurt with the right hand.
Lopez in the black trunks. At the top of your screen, Sanchez, a 21-year-old challenger from Mexico City, now on the left in white. Lopez is always exciting.
He's what you call Mr. Excitement, because he comes in there, it's either you or him.
39 knockouts in his 42 victories. Good right hand from Sanchez again lands. Lopez has yet to really score a tough punch. More of this kind of boxing action on CBS. 3 more fights this month of February. We'll be in Portland, Maine for Marvin Hagler and Lucy Pamani on February 16th.
Sanchez is moving around real well away from the right hand, which is smart. And he's hurting Lopez.
Good left hook by Sanchez landed just before that last exchange. Very intense. Sees his target well.
Sanchez is also an excellent body puncher with that left hook to the body, Jim. But what I like about him, he's moving away from Lopez's right hand.
He's in superb physical condition. He has his own personal physician who attends all his workouts. Takes his pulse rate and heart rate at the end of each round of sparring. Very unusual training regimen. Good, sharp left again. Less than a minute remaining, round 2.
The mistake Sanchez can't afford to make is trade punches with Lopez, because that's when he can hurt you.
By Benny Giorgino as Jackie McCoy in his corner as well. Good uppercut from Lopez. His first real good punch of the fight. We're in round 2. Now a combination from Lopez. Sends Sanchez back to the rope. Lopez coming on here near the end of round 2. We're in the final seconds with Lopez landing the combination. The crowd coming to its feet. Sitting next to us, by the way. Good. The bell for round 3. Danny Lopez, the champion, on the left of your screen. Salvador Sanchez on the right has started awfully well. Lopez finally coming on near the end of round 2.
See, at the end of that last round, Sanchez made his first mistake. He started gambling with Indian Red Lopez. You should play cat and mouse games and don't gamble with Lopez. It's the worst thing you can do.
Referee Valdemar Schmidt asking the Sanchez corner to clean up the water. They used quite a bit between rounds, and now they're reaching in to soak some of it up. It can be dangerous. The fighter could slip on that. 16-foot ring. Sanchez would like to use all of it. He moves awfully well.
box more. He must do that to win this fight, because you're not going to win a title fight fighting with the Danny Red Lopez, because that's his game.
We talked about Sanchez's excellent physical condition. Of course, Lopez, one of the great training fighters, loves to run and works real hard in training. He landed a right hand to the ear of Sanchez. Sanchez snuck in a right-hand lead, first we've seen. 3 rounds from Sanchez. Combination by Lopez scored. Right hand from Lopez.
Sanchez can't let his Mexican hang out. He's got to play a cat-and-mouse game. Box and don't trade with Lopez, or he's going to get knocked out.
Well, we've seen the usual slow start by Lopez. Sanchez dominating the first 2 rounds. But Lopez did not go down.
Lopez just sustained a cut over his right eye. Doesn't look bad, but it just opened up.
Right hand landed. There's blood from the nose of Sanchez. Minute remaining in round number 3. Tim Bryant, Angelo Dundee, Dick Stockton, and Phoenix. Live on the CBS Sports Spectacular. 3 more fights later this month. February 16th, Hagler, Hamadi, middleweights. Howard David, Villamar Fernandez, big lightweight bout on February 23rd. And then the next day, White Rossman and Ramon Ranqueo, light heavyweight.
I tell you, Sanchez must have been listening because he's starting to move. That's the way you got to fight Lopez. You can't stay there with him. But Lopez is a dynamite puncher.
Short right from Lopez. Landing to the chin. Sanchez did not have a whole lot on it. Final seconds of this 3rd round. Round 4, Danny Lopez getting attention for a slight cut over his right eyebrow.
Yeah, Jackie McCoy did a good job of stopping the cut. It's right on top of the eyebrow. It's not in a serious place. On the top of the right eye.
Right hand lead from Lopez. Sanchez scores with a right hand. Sanchez with 23 knockouts and 30 victories. Lopez 39 KOs and 42 wins.
That swelling under the left eye of Lopez is more dangerous than the cut, actually, Tim, because it's starting to swell, and it's on the bottom and starting to close the eye.
Lopez going to the body. Again. Good right hand from Sanchez. Backed up Lopez, left hook. Right hand again.
Lopez is hurt for the first time. First time I've seen him this hurt.
Lopez takes another combination from Sanchez. Sanchez keeps him on the rope. Looks like a cut on the nose now of Danny Lopez, the champion. Unless that blood came down from above. We'll watch it.
That's the worst physical condition I've seen Lopez in a long time. This kid is a real good puncher, Tim, and he really hurt Lopez that last exchange.
Still the calm, cool, collected Sanchez showing a remarkable poise, 21 years of age, against the veteran champion who's 27. A minute remaining, round 4.
Blood coming from the nose of Lopez now. That right uppercut did that, Tim. And the cheekbone swelling some more also. Real tough exchange.
Sanchez appears unmarked. Another right hand from Sanchez, throwing them well, very straight. Little blood from the nose of Sanchez. Lopez leading from that cut above the eyebrow, also from the nose. Final seconds of the 4th round, a grueling first 4 rounds, with the champion taking most of the punishment. here's some action from that 4th round. Lopez and Sanchez, and Salvador Sanchez really going to work on the champion.
You notice how they both look the same height, Tim? That right uppercut was a devastating punch that kid threw right now.
All right, we're back live now. Round 5. Tim Ryan and Angelo Dundee at ringside. The featherweight championship of the world. Danny Lopez, his 9th title defense. Last defended it in September with a 3rd round knockout of Jose Talbot, but he's in against a much stronger opponent.
Oh, he's in real bad trouble, Tim. He's got to come up with the best survival test of all time, because this kid is hurting him with every punch now.
Another combination landing by Sanchez.
This kid is fighting a very smart, calculated fight. He's going in and out and moving away from Lopez. That's the way he's got to fight him. Cat and mouse game to win.
There is a cut on the nose of Danny Lopez, one over the right eyebrow, and he is also bleeding from the nose. Left hook from Sanchez lands. The referee is Valdemar Schmidt. Scoring is done by 3 judges. The referee is not a participant in the scoring.
The only way Sanchez is going to lose this fight, Tim, if he fights him and he trades punches with the guy. If he keeps giving Lopez movement, in and out, he can't lose the title. He'll be a new champion.
Well, watching him work out this week, that's what he seemed to be working on. Lots of movement. Sanchez, and he's good with his feet. We saw that against El Clemente.
Lopez is changing his attack. He's going downstairs, then on top. Very smart move he did right then with the right hand to the body.
Round 5 scheduled for 15, live on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Left eye's cut, Tim. Above the left eye, just cut right open.
Angelo already pointed out the swelling under the left eye, so now Lopez with a severe problem around his left eye. We're under a minute to go in round 5. The champion has been able to land very few solid punches to Sanchez. Even that flurry did not do any real damage as Sanchez got backed into the corner for the first time. Came out unmarked. 30 seconds remaining in the 5th round. Sanchez lands with a right hand as the round comes to an end. This is round 6 of this featherweight championship fight. Co-promotion here of 5-star promotions out of Los Angeles in Madison Square Garden. And they're putting on quite a show so far. Sanchez and Lopez. Sugar Ray Leonard is in attendance, sitting right next to us here at ringside. Welterweight champ, former welterweight champion Tony DeMarco lives here in Phoenix. Also in attendance, along with the governor of the state, Bruce Babbitt.
Salvador,
right hand from Sanchez. That
fighting a great fight, smart fight. He just can't, get too cocky, because that's a mark of a kid, a young 21-year-old kid. He's having everything his own way. He's winning the fight, but he's got to fight a cat and mouse game. He's got to move. He's not moving enough right now. He's been well schooled, Tim. He's
sure has.
His hands up around his head, looking to block the right hand with the left hand high. He's fighting a perfect fight so far.
Manager is Cristobal Rosas, trained by Enrique Huerta and Rosas. And he has been well trained. I like the way he really sees his target. He just keeps his eye, he sees every punch he throws. He knows where it's going.
Well, he's got to make sure, because one good shot from Red Lopez, and the ball game might be over, Tim.
That is always the possibility with the great champion Lopez. Sanchez rocked Lopez back once more with a left hand.
Lopez has got to take the heart out of everybody, because the shots he's getting hit and not going down could discourage anyone.
Mike Ayala gave him such a great fight. Went the distance into the 15th round, and finally Lopez able to finish him off, as Miguel and Ayala suffered a broken nose earlier in that fight.
But Tim, I guarantee you, Salvador Sanchez knocked out many a man with the shots he's hitting Lopez with, and Lopez is not going down.
We're under a minute to go in round 6. Blood from that cut over the right eye of Lopez streaming down his face. Good combination from Lopez. Lopez's best punch of the fight, a left hand that rocked the head back of Salvador Sanchez. Now the referee wants to have Lopez cut examined by the ringside doctor. That is Dr. Lake coming in. The time counting down here in the 6th round. Dr. Lake will examine the cut over the left eye of Danny Lopez.
Benny Giorgino tried to make a move and say, well, was it a butt? Which is a smart move for a manager to make. It was a punch, but not a butt, all right?
Dr. Lake has given Lopez the okay to continue. The round timer has counted down, so we're depending on the official timekeeper. So we're about 10 seconds left in the round as we recall it from looking up, and Sanchez trying to finish off the champion. Now the referee is to continue. Let's look at some of that last flurry of the 6th round, as the clock here showed zeros, but the official timekeeper had the count after the clock had continued to run when the referee stopped it for the examination of Lopez's left eye. And we're now ready for round number 7. Salvador Sanchez has done a job on Danny Lopez. It'll be really something if the champion can come back and win this.
Well, it's remarkable. But I'll tell you, I didn't like the way Sanchez got hit near the end of the round, Timmy. He got hurt with 2 punches. So he can't fight with Lopez if he's going to get knocked out. Got to be very careful.
Danny Lopez has never finished until he's finished. He's lost only 3 times. He's gotten up off the canvas 4 times. Sanchez must know that. Lopez on the attack, somewhat desperately here in round 7. And Sanchez willing to trade punches with him now. That might not be the right thing to do, Andy.
Oh, that's a mistake. He's definitely got to keep the game plan up. Box, move, don't get hit. Play cat and mouse.
Cards, he's got 5 of the first 6 rounds.
The cut over the right eye has really gotten bad, Timmy. It's open, wide open.
Like to remind our stations, Andy, we're going to a station break at the end of this 7th round.
Salvador Sanchez is cut over the left eye.
Blood is streaming from a cut in the corner of Sanchez's left eye, and still he's trading punches with Lopez, and he snapped him back with a straight left. Tremendous action in this featherweight championship fight. Almost guaranteed by Danny Lopez. Salvador Sanchez showing what a great challenger he is. He can smell the title.
One thing great about Lopez, he always fights #1. He's been a great champion.
Sanchez is the #1 rated WBC contender from Mexico City. Right hand from Sanchez. Got Lopez coming in on the attack. Minute to go in round 7.
Timmy's hit him with a great right hand counter. He's catching the right hand with the glove and counter with his own right hand.
Lopez has cuts over both eyes now, and again Valdemar Schmidt is called to the ring physician, Dr. Lake, to examine him. Now this time they have stopped the clock. 47 seconds remaining is on the scoreboard clock here. 47 seconds remaining in round 7. Sanchez getting a breather in his corner. Dr. Lake has allowed the champion to continue once more. And the time starts to tick. 40 seconds remaining in the 7th round. A tremendous featherweight championship fight. Less than 30 seconds remaining, and a combination from Sanchez scoring. We'd like to alert our stations that we will hold on that station break. We're going to stay here following round 7.
Lopez was hurt for the first time badly on last exchange. He's hurt again.
Good right hand from Sanchez. Final seconds of the 7th round. Stay with the stations along the line. Lopez bleeding from cuts over both eyes and badly swollen. There's the end of round 7. Sanchez again calmly to his corner, and let's look at Danny Lopez in his corner as Benny Georgino, Jockey McCoy will work feverishly over him. He's in trouble, obviously.
Oh, he's in all kinds of trouble. His cuts are varied. They're on either side of his face. Jackie McCoy's really got a tough job to take care of that cut.
The last part of round number 7 we're going to show you again here. And Salvador Sanchez has just been landing those kind of punches effectively, particularly with the right hand, but he throws that left almost as well.
He really got hurt that last shot. I was worried about that, you know what I mean? But I never seen him take an effective punch like that and wobble like that. He really did wobble.
You can see the swelling under his left eye, cuts over both eyes. Twice he has been examined in round 6 and in round 7 by the ring physician. The cut's not severe enough to prevent him from continuing. And we're ready for round number 8. Now, barring anything unusual, we'll go to our station break at the end of round 8. Alerting our stations along the line on the CBS television network, live on the CBS Sports Spectacular today. A tremendously exciting featherweight championship fight. The champion on the right in black. The challenger, Sanchez, on the left in white. 21 years of age. What a job he's doing. The ever-dangerous Danny Lopez could turn this fight around with one punch, but he's well behind.
The difference is this kid is fighting the fight. He's tall, he's moving away. He's not giving him a chance to land the big bomb. And he's staying off the ropes. He's fighting a good, calculated, smart fight.
We talked about the height being almost equal. First time Danny's faced anybody that tall as a champion. How much of an effect has it had?
Big effect. He's not reaching with the right hand. He's a tall guy, and the right hand's going right over the top.
How much effect do you think that grueling 15-rounder against Mike Ayala had on Lopez?
We said before, it didn't do him no good. Those kind of fights are long-distance fights where you're taking your licking. They don't do nobody no good.
Sanchez has never been 15 rounds. He's been 12 rounds twice. Once for the Mexican championship. His only loss against Becerra. And then against Bel Clemente. The elimination fight that got him here. He won that one. Round number 8. Grueling fight for the champion, Danny Lopez.
Sanchez is keeping his cool real good, Tim. He's moving around. He's doing the right thing. He's got to keep fighting that kind of fight.
We've got Sugar Ray Leonard here at ringside. And if we can open our other microphone, we'll just get a comment from the champion here on this fight. Sugar Ray, this is something.
I'm very surprised with Sanchez. He's taking his time. He's fighting like a real professional, a veteran. He hurt Lopez with a lot of combinations, but he's really taking his time and pacing himself very well.
You have to be impressed with the champion. Still solid in there after all the cuts and all the beating he's taken.
Well, Danny will stand there from 1 to 15 if you have to.
All right, Sugar Ray, thanks very much. Middleweight champion Sugar Ray sitting next to the man who manages him here, Angela Dundee, our commentator. Under 30 seconds to go in round 8. We'll be going to a station break at the end of this round. Lopez, swollen under that left eye. It's starting to close on him, Angie.
Yes, it is. I was more concerned about the left eye than the right eye, actually.
Final seconds. We'll return to Phoenix after this word from our local stations. We're in round number 9, scheduled for 15, the WBC Featherweight Championship. The champion, Danny Lopez, dedicated this fight to one of the American hostages in Iran, Sergeant Lopez from nearby Globe, Arizona, no relation. a young man he dedicated his Ayala fight to, Ruben Mendoza from San Antonio. The young cancer patient is here at ringside as a guest of Danny Lopez. The champion is not only a great fighter, he's a fine young person and a great humanitarian. The Lopez family is here also. The father of Marine Sergeant Lopez, the parents of Marine Sergeant Lopez, is Danny's guest for the fight. I'm sure they're hoping he can pull out the big one here. He's their favorite, obviously. The champion is really facing an uphill struggle against Salvador Sanchez.
Well, yes, he is. And he's going to have to come out with everything he's got there. And I don't think it's there. I think the well ran dry because he can't even take the offensive on this kid because he's moving him around.
The 9th round, there is some blood from the nose of Sanchez. Not at all serious. He had a slight cut in the corner of his left eye, but that doesn't seem to be bothering him at all. Look at him jab coming out the ropes. Danny Lopez's face is painted with blood.
Lopez changed his tactics. He's going downstairs. He's got to do that. He's got to stop this kid from being so fleet on his feet. If he hurts him with a couple of body shots, he'll be able to reach him that much easier.
Are you surprised he hasn't gone to the body more?
Well, this kid has tried such a perfect fight, Sanchez.
Sanchez is also hard to hit, hard to get a good lick in, but good movement. Minute remaining in round 9. Referee is Valdemar Schmidt. He will not participate in the scoring if this goes the distance. 3 judges at ringside will do that on the 10-point must system.
Looks like it's going to get worse, Tim. Lopez just can't seem to get on track. This kid's got his number.
The 9th title defense for 27-year-old champion Danny the Little Red Lopez.
This is the only way the kid can lose the fight, doing just what he just did. Trade with him. He can lose the fight easily that way.
We've got more action like this on the Sports Spectacular. 3 more fights coming up. February 16th, Marvin Hagler and Lucy Kamani. That's our next one. We'll be back with the 10th round here in a moment. Number 10, scheduled for 15. And the challenger, Salvador Sanchez, has had his way most of this fight. On our cards, we've given only 2 to Lopez. Sanchez scoring with a combination. Lopez apparently can still see out of that left eye. There's a lot of swelling underneath.
This is going to be the, what do you say, the home stretch, Tim? This is what's going to see if this kid can go. He's been 12.
He's been 12.
Going with a tough pace like he's going with Lopez is a big difference, fighting 12 with some other guys.
Well, we mentioned the unusual training regimen in which his own personal doctor checks his pulse and heart rate at the end of each round of sparring. Boy, they really monitor this young man neurologically as well. And they say he is in absolutely perfect condition. Couldn't be better. Ready to go 15. Right hand to the cheekbone of Lopez from Sanchez. Another one. Lopez just keeps coming at you. Has to be frustrating, although Sanchez hasn't shown any signs of the frustration.
Lopez keeps that left hand plastered to his head. He's got to keep doing that because he's getting hit with some right-hand shots now.
Lopez just stalking, trying to put a couple together that'll send the challenger to the canvas. Blood from the cut over the right eye of Lopez starting to stream again.
This is Lopez's best round so far, Tim. He's starting to put some hurt on Sanchez. You know, Tim, it's funny. When they first made this match, they said Salvador who? But Mickey Davis is a smart matchmaker, and 5-Star Promotion really come up with a great show.
That is for sure, and he is ranked number 1 by the WBC, and he is showing why in this fight.
Lopez can't wait on this kid because he's going to just take a bad licking all night long. He's got to go and try to gamble and go for broke.
Under a minute to go in round 10. scoring from Sanchez. Lopez started this round very well. Under 30 seconds, he takes a short, sharp, straight right.
Lopez is starting to get hurt with those shots, Tim, now. He's starting to, wobble. Last right hand he got hit, he was doing tricks with his knees that time. That's a sign of getting hurt.
Approaching the end of the 10th round, Danny Lopez, the featherweight champion. Salvador Sanchez, the challenger. Round 11, 15-round championship fight. Danny Lopez at the top of your screen, circling to the right now. Salvador Sanchez from Mexico City. February 16th here on CBS, we'll have an outstanding middleweight bout. Marvin Hagler fought that controversial draw against the champion, Vito Antuofermo. He'll be taking on a tough Frenchman, Lucy Pamani from Portland, Maine. February 23rd, Howard Davis and Guillermo Fernandez, lightweight elimination. February 24th, the next day, also from Atlantic City, light heavyweight, Ramon Ranquillo and Mike Rossman in a rematch. And right here, Dick Stockton, Angelo Dundee, Tim Ryan all at ringside for this great championship fight, Lopez and Sanchez.
Lopez continues to amaze me how he can stay in there and take the punches he's taking. He's a tremendously well-conditioned young man. Body strength is unquestionable. I just don't think he can take too many licking like this and continue on.
Well, he's in round number 11, and he just keeps coming straight ahead. But it has been Sanchez, except for the last couple of rounds. Lopez has started to turn it around a little bit, but he's not been able to hurt Sanchez. Blood from the cut over the left eye of Lopez that he suffered early in the fight.
As long as Sanchez keeps moving either side of Lopez, he's in no danger. The first time he goes straight back, then he's going to get nailed with a right-hand shot. If he goes straight back, he's going to get hit.
Right-hand lead landed from Sanchez. Well, he commented that he does have good movement, so if he was following your advice, he'd be using it. Going left and going right.
Well, that's what he's doing.
And he can do it.
He's giving him movement.
Very poised young man from Mexico City. Went out to a ranch outside of that city in Mexico to train for this big opportunity. Right-hand lead from Sanchez. Snap back the head of Lopez.
But 12 more minutes to go. And Sanchez, for the first time, is starting to reach with his punches. That could be very dangerous for the Lopez.
Sanchez with Lopez in his corner, in the Sanchez corner, trying to finish him here. Look at this youngster slug. Dangerous territory against Danny Lopez, but Sanchez fighting with a lot of confidence. Final seconds of the 11th round. What a great fight, as usual, from Danny Lopez. Next week, you'll be seeing the great speed skaters Eric and Beth Heiden and all of the top Soviets as well, and our speed skating coverage from West Allis, Wisconsin. Dick Stockton will be there on the Sports Spectacular. All right, we're in round number 12 of this featherweight championship fight. The challenger, Sanchez, on the right of your screen. The champion, Lopez, on the left in black.
Sanchez will know he's got 9 more minutes to go because Lopez will be trying everything he can do because he's a great champion and he feels his title slipping away on him.
Round 12, this is as far as Sanchez has gone. Lopez has been the distance before.
This is a lot to ask of a 21-year-old youngster to be moving like he's doing what he's doing. Now he's trying to lay a little bit, rest a little bit. He can't do that.
Landed a good short right again. Lopez has just not been able to put any sustained attack on Sanchez. He hasn't even been able to land 2 consecutive punches that have hurt Sanchez or set him back.
Hurt Lopez with a great left hook, Tim.
He knew it, and he's on the attack. Lopez is covering up well, however, on the ropes. Blood again from the cut over the right eye of Lopez.
That's the first time in a long time I've seen Lopez move away with a slugging match against the ropes. He usually makes the opponent get out of there.
A lot of blood from that cut over the right eye. Referee Schmidt has twice stopped the fight momentarily to have those cuts examined back in rounds 6 and 7.
I don't think the cut is of any substance, Tim, because it's in an area where it's not bothering his vision. It's those punches he's taking which is bothering the referee.
We're under a minute to go in round 12.
It's been a great fight, Tim.
Another terrific fight.
What you expected with a Lopez.
Yes,
whenever he goes to the bat. To me, he's a promoter's dream, a fight fan dream.
He really is, and that's not to take any credit away from Sanchez, who is winning the fight in our card. He obviously has done as much as Danny to make this a great fight. But Lopez just always guarantees a great show. Final seconds of the 12th round. Round 13 live on the CBS Sports Spectacular from Phoenix, Arizona, and the challenger comes out swinging.
Sanchez come back with another right hand right on the chin.
Another good job in the Lopez corner as he comes out with his cuts looking pretty good here. And Sanchez, of course, will be banging away at them throughout this round. Solid right hand from Sanchez, who's now teeing off on that right hand lead, Angie.
The left eye, he can't see the right hand coming, actually, Tim.
Good point, because he just took another one, and we had a good look at it.
Can't see it coming.
That eye nearly closed, Danny Lopez's left eye.
He's got trouble looking from that eye. And this kid's smart enough to take advantage of it.
He is hurt, isn't he?
He is
hurt. Sanchez, the referee's going to stop it. The referee's going to stop it. That's it. There is a new featherweight world champion. WBC version, Salvador Sanchez from Mexico City. As referee Valdemar Schmidt has stopped the fight in the 13th round after a hard right hand staggered Lopez, followed up with a flurry by Sanchez, and that was enough. Let's take a look at the last flurry again. See if we can pick out that one key punch. That one hurt him.
The right hand did the whole job, Tim.
It was that punch indeed, because it backed up Lopez. The referee Schmidt did a good job saying, hey, that's enough for this great champion. Salvador Sanchez, 21 years of age from Mexico City, is the new WBC featherweight champion. And will return here to Phoenix in just a moment.
In a big upset win, the question is, how can a 21-year-old fight such a brilliant fight strategically? Combinations with the right uppercut, then moving away and slipping away from what Danny Lopez had.
Como un chamaco tan joven puede pelear tan brillante, usando combinaciones, rapidez y golpe.
Bueno, yo creo que es a base de preparación, de inteligencia y sobre todo de la buena administración que mi licenciado y todo el equipo que me respalda.
Number one, in good condition, the confidence that he had, the good training, and above all, his administration.
All right, were you surprised that he did come back after the doctor looked at the cut the first time and he came back with a flurry?
Y si te sorprendió cuando el doctor lo dejó seguir la pelea después de las cortadas.
Sí, me sorprendió porque en cualquier otro lugar que no fuera aquí, yo pienso que en México lo hubieran parado de inmediato.
He says that in any other place they would have stopped the fight. Any other place with the cut that he had, they would have stopped the fight.
What was your strategy going in?
Eran tus planes entrar a la pelea.
Boxearlo así, con rapidez, sin quedarse en las cuerdas y sobre todo con inteligencia.
With a lot of intelligence, staying off the ropes and boxing.
For 21-year-old, that's tremendous. National hero of Mexico, isn't he?
Nacional, héroe nacional de México.
¿Mandé?
Eres un héroe nacional en tu país.
Sí, soy héroe nacional. Mundial también. Quiero enviar un saludo.
Salvador Sanchez is our champion here in Phoenix, Arizona in a brilliant fight, and we'll be back with more from Memorial Coliseum in just a moment.